Okay, here's how the link constraint works. If I go ahead and apply a link constraint to the teapot, I can tell it to be linked to the world, to a box, at different points in time. So I can change that relationship over time. So, for instance, maybe you're animating and you animate your object to something, and you want it to stick, and then you want, uh, let's say, I want to be animating the box here, so I'll key it where it's at right now. Maybe the box starts to move. Maybe it starts to fall over. And I want the teapot to be kind of like stuck to that, to maybe about there, and then I want to be able to animate it on its own. So um, let's go ahead and go back to our frame that we're going to tie these together. So I'm going to select my teapot, come into the motion panel, go into my transforms, and set up a link constraint. And in here in the link parameters, I want to make sure that I set it linked to the world first. That way I can move the box prior to it being linked, and that it won't cause any issues. So let's go ahead and link to the world, and it will be linked to the world maybe, it doesn't matter, sometime before it's going to be linked to anything else. Now at frame 20, I'm going to add a link to the box. I want to make sure that that's keyed. This one is, let's just make sure that that's going to be keyed. So those both have keyframes on that frame. Now they're going to be linked. Now maybe at this point I want I want to be able to move this separately and not be influenced by the motion of this. So maybe at frame 35, I tell this to be linked back to the world. So it's going to do there, and then now I can animate this and not have it have the box contribute any motion to this object anymore. So let's go ahead and just finish this off. Maybe it's spinning around or something. Got my motion. Starts to, now what's going on? It's starting to animate throughout the whole thing. Well, it's because I didn't key it where it was starting to fall off. I didn't put a keyframe at that link area to hold it in place. So let me get rid of this. So I need to link it, or set a keyframe, I mean, at that point. So now when I go ahead and animate it on its own, tumbling or whatever, now it's not, doesn't have that kind of motion, that sliding that was happening before it kind of unlinked. I just need to adjust some of my animation there to get it to kind of pop off. It's pretty ugly, but that's what you get for doing a quick little demo. So there you go, link constraint.